All right, so you guys should have out in front of you the semester 1 review, part 1. And this is going to help you review for tomorrow's first half of the exam. So semester 1 review, part 1. And I want you guys to go ahead and simplify that first question. Those of you here in person, I need you to write your answer really big. And if you need a marker so I can read it, and then I want you to flip it over or hide it in some way so nobody else can see your response. And virtual learners, you can just copy it down. Write your answer. And then you'll hear me go over the response in a bit. Okay, it's fine. Also have to multiply -1 times this negative x right here. And -1 times negative x, a negative times a negative gives me a positive. So your answer should have been -17 plus x. A few people tried to do this, -17x. These are not like terms. This is a constant. This is a variable. You can't join them together. So you would keep them separated. All right. So your next question is this card right here. Yours might be in a slightly different order. By the way, I had a hard time typing this on the computer. This is what I want it to say. That slash is just a fraction, is what it is. So go ahead and simplify this. Right, so for this question, your directions were to simplify. We have to use order of operations, which would be PEMDAS that we reviewed at the very beginning of the year. So I'm going to go inside my parentheses here, and I have to either add or divide. Well, the D comes first, so we're going to divide first, and we get 5. And then inside my parentheses, I'm going to add, and I get 14. And then between the 7 and the parentheses is multiplication. So to finish it completely, you have to actually multiply 7 times 14, and that's 98. Simplify, solve. Yes, sir. And did you get the same thing? Awesome, very good. That would work as well. All right, here's your next question. In this problem here, we've got the negative that comes from the problem. So I'm going to bring down that negative. And then I also have this x right here. So I'm bringing down this negative, and then I'm going to substitute in for x, what is a negative 29. When you substitute negatives in to an equation or an expression, I recommend you put it in parentheses. Because now can you see that there are two negatives? And what do you do with two negatives? Make it a positive. So that should be a positive 29. Now we're going to take away 11. And 29 minus 11 would give you 18. So we get 18. Next question. Convert 190 seconds into minutes. Your answer could be a fraction or a decimal, however you prefer to write it. All right, voices off. So for this question here, we have 190 seconds. We want to convert it to minutes. So we're going to start with 190. Since there are 60 seconds in a minute, we're going to divide by 60. Now, some people gave me a decimal answer. When you divide, they got 3 and 1 and then 6/100ths. We're repeating of a minute. Some people did it as a fraction, and I believe that was 1/6, correct? And some people had a really awesome answer. They saw that it was 3 minutes. And then they saw the fraction 1/6. And they said 1/6, so 1/6 out of 60. 60 divided by 6 is 10 seconds. Yeah, so quite a few people. Yep, I accepted any of those 3, but I thought that was really cool. That was a good response. That's probably the best answer. So either put that in your correct or not correct pile and go ahead and simplify this expression. Now notice, this one we can't actually like bring it down and solve it completely necessarily because we have an x and then we have a constant. So this one you're just simplifying using the distributive property. That first one you could actually solve because it was all numbers, no variables. But now that we're adding variables in there, we're going to have 2 different parts to your answer.